What up, it's Skywalker from RAZE, and this is our first video on how to grief. If you want to grief effectively and quickly, you want to follow these steps. First of all, get a hacked client. You have to have one of these to grief, basically, because it allows you to do a lot of things that regular clients can't do, such as fly or X-ray or Fulbright, and it helps a ton. So I recommend Infinity or Pick a Client. Pick a Client isn't updated to 1.8 right now, so I'm using Infinity. But it's really your choice. So once you have a hacked client, you want to find yourself a good server. There are 4 types of servers. There's a vanilla server, an unprotected server, a half-protected server, and then a completely protected server. Starting with vanilla. Vanilla is an okay server to grief because they don't have a lot of stuff like warps, or you can go to the spawn. It's kind of hard to grief almost. And then there's the overprotected server where basically it has Big Brother, it has permissions, it has everything that can prevent you from griefing. So you don't really want to get one of those because you almost cannot grief on them. Then there's a half protected server. It either has Big Brother or permissions. It's okay if it has, it's an okay type of server, but still, I don't really recommend them. I recommend the unprotected server, because basically you can grief anything. They don't know who griefed it, they don't know how they griefed it, and they can't undo the grief. So, and you can fly on them too, so that's a good one. So once you've got a server, which you can see I have right now, you want to get yourself some diamonds. So just do it kind of the normal way you do it in Minecraft. Get some logs, make yourself some wood tools, and make yourself stone tools, and then X-ray, find some iron, smelt the iron, make an iron pick, and then find yourself some diamonds, as you can see I'm doing here. So once you've done that, there are a couple. That's just my friend dropping in right there. Big shout out to Bulldog Steven, love you, bro. And then once you've done that, there are a couple of ways to grief. It depends on the plugins of the server. If the server has Big Brother, you really need to be careful, because with Big Brother, they know who destroyed it or placed the lava, so it's kind of hard to do. And as you can see there, my Minecraft is crashing because of the client, but no biggie. So if they have Big Brother, you just kind of want to make it look like nothing ever existed, so they don't know what to roll back. As you can see here, I'm just finding diamonds. It's that easy, really. See, I already have 4 diamonds. That's a pick. Ugh, excuse me. So my Minecraft just crashed yet again. If they don't have Big Brother, and they do have maybe permissions or anything else that protects areas, you don't really have to be careful, but you have to be kind of choosy, because it's hard to grief certain things. Like, you can't get chests, you can't do anything, so that's a bit harder. But if there's no protection whatsoever, go crazy, just don't get caught. You can pour lava all over a house, you could TNT it, you could sand it, you could burn it down, you could do anything you want. So that's what I recommend kind of doing. And as you can see here, I'm making tools for Bulldog Steven and I, and we're gonna go griefing. So if you ever get caught in the act of griefing, you want to make it look like you're doing something constructive. Say you're tearing down a wall of a house. What you want to do is you want to make it look like you're rebuilding the wall with a different material. And here I start to grief. I just go away, because they don't have this server that we were on, doesn't have Big Brother, doesn't have permission, so we can do whatever we want. So we're just griefing the stock. So if you ever get caught, just pretend like you're doing nothing wrong, and maybe even trick them into getting you something, like giving you some more wood or something like that. And if they do have permissions, like protected areas, a really fun and good way to grief is you tear down a house that's unprotected, you put your own house there, and then you protect it. So even if they roll it back, they can't do anything. So So that's a lot of fun. And then here's just us griefing. The Minecraft is really crashy. I think it's just the server that we're on, but you know, whatever.